Hi, Demitra. Ooh, I think I like this more better because I'm on a hard surface. And yeah, excuse the holes in my pants. Okay, so what I'm going to be talking about today on this particular live video is I don't know. Whatever comes up for me to talk about, for me to say. And plus, I be all over the place anyway. I know I want to get that together to have like a structural way of talking and a more pronunciation with my words. And I know all that is coming. Oh my goodness. All that, like, I just feel it's like a rebirth. Like, and I've been saying that a lot on social media accounts, like on different people things talking about rebirth or birth. And of course, unions, divine unions, and stuff like that. So, but like a rebirth, I just feel like, I don't, and my birthday is coming up. And then the day after my birthday, I've been seeing that number, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, I'm getting shakes and chills because it's like, oh my goodness, what is going to happen? What is going to happen, y'all? Like, I know there's something about the gates being closed, and that's what I kept hearing. I mean, I don't really hear it now since I posted since I posted that like August 4th, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The gates are closed. So once I when I what I get from that is the like stargates, gates, portals, I don't know, like something is closing. But what I would say, what I'm feeling for myself when saying that is more so my me, like I'm closing. Yeah, that's the way of saying it. It's instead of trying to, it's me, I'm closing. Like far as if you in, you in. If you out, you out. And if you want to be in after the gates have closed on August 4th, 11:59 Eastern Standard Time. If you ever want to get in because you realize, oh my goodness, in is where it's at. Like, in is where the freedom, the peace, the prosperity, the happiness, the joy. In, I'm trying to be in. Now, I feel like if you want to get in, and if you, I want to say it's going to be hard, but at the same time, it's like it depends. It depends on the individual. It really depends on the individual. And I just feel like I'm going to be on my not really a F everybody kind of mentality because no, that's not me. And even when the new me, when I get myself back, when this overflow come, when all of my what you call that multi-universe, when we all meet up together here as one to finalize this final prophecy that is here now, when all of me's and all of my power and like everything come back to me as one, as unity, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna have a fu attitude. I'm just gonna be oblivious to all the nonsense. I feel like I'm not even going to see people like I'm not going to see people who I don't supposed to see. Like you can be hearing people who I don't even supposed to be hearing. Like anybody who's like talking some nonsense, saying some nonsense, looking nonsensory. I don't know. It's like I'm not even going to see y'all. Like y'all will be not even in my view. Like I won't see y'all. I won't feel y'all. I won't hear y'all. I won't see y'all. So when like the gates is closing for me, like I'm closing, I think it's going to be, yeah, the bullshit is going to end. Like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it or how I'm feeling, like what I see. But I just feel like I'm going to be gliding and like drifting. Like my feet will not even be touching the ground. Like I see myself just flowing, gliding across, you know, wherever I need to be. It's like, is her feet even touching the ground? My feet not even going to be touching the ground. Like I'm going to be elevated. I ain't going to be like 10 feet off the ground. I know my feet would not be touching the ground though. That's what I see. And it's like, because I'm going to be like just in my own world. And for those of you who want to experience that too, I'm telling y'all something about August 4th. Do something before August 4th. If y'all trying to be gliding and flowing and just that, like, y'all know what y'all have to do. It's going to be amazing though. Like I said, it's better to be in than out. I don't want people to be outside looking in, like, let me in, let me in. It's like, I'm giving y'all time. Like, y'all have time. And time, again, is a word that's in my name. And I'm so, like, I ain't gonna say, I be saying this to people when they say a word and then they get to singing, or they be like, they, I can't explain it, but like me, I be like, oh goodness, who MK Ultra them? Like every time they say that word, they gotta sing. Every time, they gotta sing it. They gotta always sing something. And I'm like, this person MK Ultra. But then looking back at me, looking at me, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing in a sense. Like MK Ultra is not that good, but depending on what it is, I guess I don't know. But when I be thinking to myself now, like, shoot, everybody damn near MK Ultra. But far as me saying words that are in my name, if I'm saying, yeah, what time is it? And I'm be saying, oh, time is in my name, Time, or, like any word that is in my name and that I like randomly, not randomly, like it's a reason why I'm saying a word in a sentence. And once I come across that word, I always spell it like, oh yeah, that word is in my name also. So I noticed that I'm doing that lately. I'm doing that like all the time. Watching something on TV and they say something about oh, era. Oh, but what, it's been 3 eras ago. We lived for 3 eras, like centuries, eras and stuff. I be like, ooh, era is in my name. era. Like I see myself doing that more now. This is coffee, not tea. Tea is in my name. TEA. Like stuff like that. That was just an example. But well, yeah, getting back to the rebirth, the rebirth. I be saying that a lot lately, the word rebirth, and I'm like, oh, and the word rebirth. Well, okay, as far as the rebirth go, the word, because I'm about to say rebirth is in my name. It kind of is, but it's on another level. I really don't use the B, because that's like an advanced, like, oh yeah, I got the letter B in my name too. I kind of do, but that's like an advanced kind of a word, words that come with the B. And how I get the B is a lowercase d. So again, normally I spell my name with a capital D, so I don't want to be focusing on a lowercase d. But if we just going for the letters that are in my name, if you put the if I put the capital D as a lowercase d, but then like flip it around for it to be a lowercase b. You know how like a lowercase d, if you like reverse it or do something, it can be a lowercase b. So I can say I have the letter B in my name. And if I take it that far, it would be I have the word birth, Birth. Birth. Again, the letters from Demitra, making the M a W as well, and the H from my last name. You get birth. Again, making the D a lowercase d and flipping it around to making it a lowercase b. You get the word birth, Birth, in my name. And then add the re to it, re, because the letters RE is in my name also, you come up with rebirth. But again, I don't really use the B. That's just something to throw in there, but it's fine. You'd be like, oh goodness, here she is trying to add more letters. That's fine. We don't have to do the lowercase d to make it a B. I'm cool. Fine. I'm cool with just having death. You know what I mean? Because the word death, 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 is in my name. But again, in a sense, birth, death, rebirth is in my name. But we can take the B away from now. You know, that's cool. That's cool. So when it's like, I've been saying things that's like rebirth, rebirth, and I'm just like, man, something's coming, something coming. And then I'm thinking about like, well, I ain't thinking about, but I'm just gonna talk about I ain't gonna say all of my children's birthday stories, because that'll be like that's like all of them will have to have their own episode, their own video. I have 5 children. I was pregnant 6 times, but I have 5 children, and all of them are special. And so I don't want to go into detail because I will be talking and talking and talking, and this video would be super long if I talk about all of the birthing process for my children. But I will just probably touch base on some of them, like just my experiences. And again, this is like my video for me, but I know that people will know me, like people will know my name. So this is like chance for whoever watches these videos to get to know some personal stuff about me, like get to know me, like in the this is me. So hey, why not just get to know me? So like I said, quick stories. My what I want to say, my oldest son, this is with the birth, again, I'll be saying rebirth a lot. So let me just talk about birthing and birth and rebirth and death. I don't know. So look, my left eye is jumping. Can y'all see that? It just started jumping. It still is jumping. Y'all see it? Oh my goodness. This is, let me turn this TV down some. But yeah, so my left eye's jumping. But anyways, I gotta figure out what that mean. But I mean, I know what it mean, but whatever. It means so many different things. But okay, so anyways, let me, what was I saying? Okay, so my first son, dealing with, okay, my first son, I had him when I was 20 in January, but in August I turned 21. So I'm not married, not in this earthly realm. Like it is something with I about to say pre lives. What is it? Pre lives, past lives, past lives, pre lives. I'm thinking. I don't know what I was thinking about, but it is a such thing as that. Having a pre life, a past life. Goodness, having a past life. It is a such thing as that. Okay, but if you don't believe in that, then that's absolutely fine, because I'm not here to. This too silent. I need some kind of a sound. Oh, it's on me. What? You don't got no sound? If you don't believe in, I'm not here to force anybody to be like, oh yeah, it's a past life. People have past lives and yada yada yada. You had a past life. Well, that does exist. I'm not here for all that. Like because there's plenty of people out here that believes or that they know they past lives. Like they actually have facts or feel it or know they past lives. Even children will be saying, yeah, I died. I was 50 years old when I died. And this is like 6, 7 year old children talking, having past lives regression. And then this will be facts. Like they, you know, look in the paper and be like, oh my goodness, we'll search online and be like, my child it was this person, you know. So I'm like, it's facts. People have experienced that it's noted. So for people to be like, oh nope, nope, I don't believe in past lives, and it's like, okay, it's no sense of, I don't know, I can't explain it. But come on, volume. Let me just put on Netflix. So getting back to like my first son. So my first son, I was 20. Well, I was 20 when I had him. 21 in August, and he was born at Prince George's County Hospital. Again, everything is coded. What are the odds of him being born at a hospital called Prince George's County Hospital in Maryland? Prince, the first son, my first son, a prince. So, and my second son was also born at that same hospital as well. I meant to switch profiles. On my daughter profile with little ones. Alright, sorry. I need some kind of a sound. You know, it's like, oh, I need something. Okay, here we go. Lucifer, let me just play that. Yep. Okay. Okay, so and my second son was born at the same hospital at Prince George's County Hospital too, and I had both of them by the same person. So both of them are brothers by the same person. And weirdly enough, weird is a word that's in my name. Weird, okay, is a word that's in my name. All of my children, I have four sons and one daughter. All of my children, of course, again, my two first sons are by the same person, but all of my children, they're that. The father, their dad, they're the first child. The father, oh my goodness, how I'm trying to say this. Our children are their first. So like I have four children's fathers. Let me see. Damn it ass. Mm, crazy. Yeah, I have four. I have four children's fathers, four baby daddies, five children. So all of them, all of my four children's fathers, I gave each of them their first child, and then they got probably others after them, but far as being making them a dad, physically a dad, I gave them that. So technically, I don't have, well, this is facts. I ain't gonna say technically. So factually, I I say I'm a black widow. Basically, I don't only have children with men who didn't have children. Yeah, that's to put it in simplest terms. I only had children with men who don't have children. So I gave them their first child. So I'm like, and believe me, all this is like coding. I be thinking about this like these niggas probably knew who I am. They know. They just like, oh my goodness, it's her. I think it's like a guy code. I'm not a man. I'm not a guy, but I believe that it's some kind of a code that is embedded in the men, these males, that actually, or even when it comes to me, like knowing me, they see something in me that's like, that triggers a memory or a chip or something in their mind, a men code that says she is powerful, she is the one, quote unquote, she is the one. And you know how a lot of people in relationships, when they tell their friends, their girlfriends, their parents, their mom, I think I found the one. Oh my goodness, she's the one. He's the one. You know how like you tell people, that's the one, I'm a married, that's the one. So with me growing up, at any age, I believe that these guys knew that I was the one, knew that I'm special. Like just by talking to me, interacting with me. And then I guess when it got that to the physical part, the intimacy part, I probably like did something to them. Excuse me, wish I heard a story about that. It was like, oh yeah, he said that you did a kind of trick on him, and that's what have him nutted in you, and you got pregnant. So I was like, trick. I'm like, I don't do no damn tricks in the bedroom. I was like, I just do me. But I'm like, if that was like a compliment, I'm like, if he think I did a trick, there's nothing wrong with doing tricks. You know, if you can do a little something in the bedroom, fine, cool. But I'm like, I just do what I do. I don't do tricks, you know. But that was funny when that was funny when I heard that about one of the dudes was like, yeah, that's how she ended up getting pregnant because she did a little trick and made me like I ain't doing no damn tricks. But anyways, so I just feel as though when the intimacy part come to play, these guys is like they feel something what you call that chemical imbalance or the chemicalness in a brain like activates a male kind of a code, and it puts like the puzzle piece together, like they're already seeing something in me, like something about Demitra, even just with my name, like my vibe, my energy around me, like how I carry myself, and I'm talking about ever since a kid, so growing up to be teenagers and stuff like that and preteens, like my children's father, my first two, by the same person, we was in sixth grade together. So we known each other since we were 11. Well, we met when we was 11 years old. I think I seen him in fifth grade. We had two different fifth grade teachers, but I do recognize them like in fifth grade, So when we became in sixth grade, I'm like, oh, I recognize him. Not nothing like, oh, I think he's cute or whatever like that. Like, no, it's like, okay, I recognize him. I was into books. I was not into like boys and stuff like that because for one, I always felt like a boy wouldn't be really interested in me because looking at other females, little girls, they had the nice shoes, they didn't wear their clothes, the same clothes every week. They had, their hair done, they had barrettes in their hair, like different stuff. They had the color pencils that always was together, wasn't broken up. It was just like they was put together. And here I am wearing the same clothes every week, and my hair really wasn't done like that, and I've got glasses on. So I'm like, I really wasn't thinking that a boy, mind you, we young kids, I wasn't thinking that, oh yeah, I'm attractive and a boy would want to talk to me. So that was the farthest thing from my mind. So I wasn't even interested in a boy even talking to me. It was just like out of sight, out of mind. And I wasn't upset with that. I wasn't mad with that. I was just like, hey, don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you, in that kind of a way. Like, oh, you want to be my boyfriend? Oh, you want to be my girlfriend? I wasn't entertaining that. Nobody was entertaining that with me. Oh, this brings me up to what grade was I in? I think the fourth grade. I was in a combination classroom at Roger Heights Elementary School in Blainsboro, Maryland. I think it was Blainsboro, Maryland. And the school was called Roger Heights Elementary School. And I was in a combination class. I want to say fourth and fifth grade combination class. Yeah, so I think I was in the fourth grade, but I was mixed in with the fifth grade. I know I was the lower grade of it, so it wasn't the higher grade. Like if it was third and fourth grade, I was in the third grade class, mixed in with fourth graders. But if it was the fourth and fifth grade class, I was a fourth grader mixed in with the fifth graders. So I want to say it was probably fourth and fifth grade, and I was in the fourth grade at the time. So, anyways, this one particular day, mind you, I'm still wearing. Was I wearing glasses? I don't even think I was wearing glasses at the time, but I've stuck to myself again, wearing the same clothes every week. Like growing up, it wasn't. My parents made do, and this was during the time when my parents were trying to work things out, but it didn't get worked out. We had to move again, so I don't even really count this part as my parents even. No, that's man. The stories I could tell. Oh my goodness. Wish I am mad. So, anyways, getting back to the reason why I was saying about the combination classroom, we was coming back from PE, coming back from recess or something. We was outside, and before we go in the classroom, we have to be quiet. Like when we enter the classroom, a rule was, from the teacher, you have to be quiet. We're supposed to be quiet in the hallway. Look at my daughter. What would you like? What you got? Nope, Eleanor. Can I see? Thank you. Uh, okay. Okay, nice.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, that's Eleanor and Mama. Okay, let's go back in the room. Thank you. Come on. Let's see. I'll take this. Did you eat all your Teddy Grahams? Honey, you can help Miss Angela. What would you like? Come on, let's see. A train. Come on, Eleanor. Eleanor. Goodness, she's so in the room. Okay, come on, go back in the living room, please. Come on. And up. Stop all that screaming. Come on. See you later. Bye. I see you. Go in the living room.
Okay, ready? Look, we got our stamps.
Ooh.
We got some dog prints and flowers. Do you want to pick something else? We got our marble mountain.
Ooh, a mountain.
We're gonna build it up really high.
Wow.
Wow. Is it gonna be as tall as Eleanor?
A tall mountain.
Ready? We're gonna build it all the way up. You gonna help me? We're gonna build a tall mountain. Ready? We're gonna start with the yellow pieces.
Wow.
Here, yellow. What color? You want blue? You want blue? Okay. Which one? Yellow or blue? Blue. Okay, I'm gonna put the blue all the way to the top. You gotta add some more little pieces. Can you help me?
Okay. Oh goodness. Made me. Oh, I just feel the leakage. I have on a pad. But I felt that leak come. But anyways, and yeah, that's another story real quick. Well, not even a story. Like I came with my menstrual on 7/17. When I don't do that. Like this is I normally come on my menstrual towards the end of the towards the end of the month or the beginning. So like between like the 25th through not even the 25th, really like the 26th, but 25th between like the first or something. So I'm like the 17th. What the heck? What? No, I'm coming on my period on the 17th. Haven't did that coming on in the middle of the month since I was young. I don't know, younger. But anyways, what was I talking about? The school thing. Oh yeah. So anyways, when you're supposed to be quiet in the hallway anyway. Look, prime example. Then my daughter came running in the room when I said that. But whatever. But one of the teacher's rules was before while we enter in the classroom, we have to be quiet. She would not open the classroom door until everybody is up against the wall and we're quiet and yada yada yada. So we would normally come in, go to the water fountain, drink, and line up against the wall, be quiet. She get the key, she open the door. We walk inside the classroom, go to our desk. Okay, we always do that. No matter where we come from, recess, PE, cafeteria, the library, the science lab, whatever. That's what we do. So this particular time, I remember, and mind you, it was a particular time when this boy, I can't even remember his name, but he was like a popular boy in the classroom. I think he was probably in the fifth grade. Mind you, I'm in the fourth grade, but I was in a combination classroom. So I was learning work, that's like a grade level higher than me. So, but anyways, the boy, he was like a popular boy in the classroom. A lot of the girls liked him. He looked real nice. I mean, I thought he was, nicer looking, but I wasn't really talking to him. Of course, didn't really talk to nobody really. But one of the girl now, I remember her name. Her name was Monique. I don't remember her last name, but her first name was Monique. Okay, Monique. Why Riley is coming to me? Monique Riley. Is that could be her? Cause I'm hearing the word Riley and I'm seeing it, but I know her first name for 100% was Monique Riley. That's just coming to me, so I don't know. Um, she oh my goodness, and I didn't even do anything to this girl. I don't do nothing to any of these females, to any of these little girls, to any of these females, any of these women, for them to just not like me. I don't do anything. I stay to myself. I'm quiet. So there's one particular day, we in the hallway, teacher like, okay, class, quiet down so we can go in the classroom. And once we go in the classroom, we might can do this, like something fun. I don't know. We do this or whatever. Y'all can still have free time. I don't know. So while Monique was like, y'all, the last person to their desk, go with Demitra. Like she said it loud, like in the hallway, so everybody, all of us that's in the hallway, can hear it. Like, oh, the last person to our desk, go with Demitra. You know how y'all say the last person out the room smells like a rotten egg. Like that kind of a thing. She was like, the last person to their desk, go with the Mitra. Everybody was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. That's all I heard. Maybe everybody didn't say that, but my perspective, everybody was like, oh my goodness, I gotta hurry up to my seat. That teacher opened the door and everybody, you know. And so I guess the people in the back of the line really didn't hear what she was saying. But all I know, I'm taking my time to my desk. A lot of people was just like, like falling over each other, tripping over tables. And I'm just in my mind, like I see it, but I'm trying to hold it together. Like, oh my goodness, why am I crying? What, Demetra, what in the world? Oh my goodness, what in the world? Okay, so I mean, I remember just walking to my seat. This is probably coming out now because I'm feeling it. Like, walking to my seat, trying to ignore it, but hearing people like tripping over the desk. And I'm just like, what in the world? My mind's like, okay, Demetria, just walk to your seat, like whatever. So I came, I sat down at my seat like regular. Of course, I ain't running to my seat. I'm just walking regular. And like I said, probably was people walking regular too who like didn't even really care. Like I don't know, but I know the people who made it a big deal, like them the ones that I heard the most, them the ones that I'm like heard tripping over desks and was like ow or ju 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 ju. Like So the boy that I was talking about, who's like I guess the most popular boy in class, a good looking boy, he was coming in the classroom, whatever. Like I said, people were still coming in the classroom, and then so somebody was like such and such, which I cannot remember his name, but they was like, you need to hurry up and go to your seat, and he's like, why? And he's like, because if you don't, if you the last one, you go with Demitra. So, and I remember holding my head down, like I pretended like I was reading something, like I couldn't even concentrate, just knowing that people just like running around, like trying to get to their seat or whatever. So I remember like having something in my hand, like pretending I was reading, knowing goodness well I just wanted people to think that I was ain't even hear nothing what was going on. So which I heard everything, but I was trying to give the look like I'm reading this book, I'm reading this paper, I don't even hear y'all. So he was like, why? And I heard him say, why? And it was like, because you the last person, you go with the Mitra. So I remember, I kid you not, it just sounded like my heart even stopped beating because I was just like, oh my goodness, he about to, like, what is he about to say? Oh my goodness. Like, oh my goodness. Whew. Why my heart, oh my goodness, am I feeling it now? Because my heart is like, oh my goodness, this is how I was feeling. My heart was just, it seemed like everything was just silent, and my heart was just like, oh my goodness, like, like if he say something bad, like I'm about to cry. Like that's kind of like what I was feeling, like holding the paper, whatever worksheet paper that goodness well that I probably already completed, that I was just like in my face, like, okay, I'm focused on this thing. But when he said, so, like, who cares? Like when he, and a man, when he said that, I, when he said that, I still pretended like I didn't hear that he said that. I was still pretending like I didn't hear anything. I'm reading this worksheet paper. Oh, okay. Division. Fractions. All right. So I'm just like, and he was like, so, and, or whatever. And then so it was just like, hey, and I don't know that he purposely was the last person to go to the seat. I don't even remember like who they said who supposed to go with me. I don't know. But at that point, I didn't even really care. I was just like, wow, like he didn't, like, this is the most cutest guy, cutest boy in the classroom, and he wouldn't even mind going with me. Of course, I wasn't interested in him, but just knowing that fact, like, oh, he don't think I'm ugly like the rest of these people do. Like for some reason, like that, I'm like, what did I be doing? I swear, like I have stories of people just picking on me, females, and I'm like, why? But looking back at it, like I said, during that time, like I said, I was in it, so I didn't really know who I was. But now, like putting pieces together, and I'm like, oh, these females knew who I was. Before I even knew who I was, they were trying to freaking break me down at a very young age. Like, oh, who know? And I'm talking about like they spirit. Maybe the little girl itself, the vessel, probably didn't know, but whatever spirit was in them was like, oh, Demitra, you know who she is? You have to hate on her. You have to make her school days hard. Even though she ain't gonna do nothing to you, and she's a nice person, she's this, she's quiet. You good, bully her. Bully her in a way that would make her self doubt herself, self doubt her worth. Like get her to the lowest point. That's what I'm like. And even now as an adult, the females do that in a sense of, well, I'm gonna say my children's dads, they're new girls, who trying to think that they can take my spot. I don't even, again, I don't even have a spot. I have the whole entire section, the whole entire area. I don't have no spot really. Like those are my children. And that's the thing. I'm like, how these fucking females, y'all supposed to be moms. Y'all lied on me to take my children, to keep my children from me. Y'all lied on me, okay? Being a part of this whole agenda, y'all lied on me to keep my children away from me. First of all, you hurting my children more than you hurting me. You hurting us all, but you so focused on hurting me. Do you realize you hurting my child? The child that you supposed to be loving and trying to take my spot for it. Like, so I'm like, as a mother, as and y'all, and these women have previous children already, or had or became a mom, without my son, without my children. They like already gave birth or have birth or whatever. So I'm like, keep that same energy, because what comes around goes around. Whatever you put out into this atmosphere, especially messing with me, is going to come back so much. How I felt, the pain, how I felt, how I'm feeling by y'all actions, by y'all tag teaming, by y'all like evilness, plotting and scheming against me when I didn't do anything to y'all, and especially when it comes to my children, separating my children from me, and then y'all are mothers at that. So y'all took a child away from their mother, and you are a mother. What do you think is going to happen to you, to your children? What do you think going to happen to you? Like for real. I'm being so serious. Especially all the pain that I have felt with my children being separated. And then y'all hoes over here thinking, oh, well, I'm going to step up and be the mom now. I'm going to be the mom now. I'm his mom. Don't y'all know my children know who their real mother is? Y'all can never and will never be me. Will never be me. And I be thinking that's what happened maybe in past lives. A lot of these women, females, whatever, all these past lives was like, oh, Demitra, and then y'all trying to do it in this lifetime. Like, no. Now, who knows, in the past life, did y'all maybe succeed? I ain't even trying to think about that right now. But I know this is the final one. No, absolutely not. And even if y'all did succeed in them past lives, past lifetime, this is now. This is now life. This is here. So all that stuff that y'all did in the past to me is coming back full force now, on top of what you doing to me now. So just imagine, all man. And I made a community thing, like, keep your enemies alive so they can see you rise. Because having y'all outed, like, having y'all done, that's way too easy. Way too easy. No. Y'all gonna be sitting there paralyzed watching. And what I know, this is what's gonna happen. Y'all gonna lose. Y'all already lost. But y'all gonna be paralyzed in some kind of way, form, or fashion, when the only thing y'all can do is just move your eyes. Move your eyes like I see it. Even my children's dads and or they girls. But y'all will be suffering. And y'all basically would just have to look at everything. At everything. Y'all won't be able to move. So technically, maybe your children might still be in your life. Maybe, you know. But you won't be able to really interact with them. And the thing is, you will know why. It's not going to be, I don't know why this happened to me. I don't know why. I don't know why this stuff is happening. I don't know why I just out the blue just got paralyzed. I don't know why I had a stroke at the age of 30 something. I don't know. You will know why. You will know why. So, and then again, it could be jail. And I see that for the males. My children daddies, y'all already know y'all niggas going to jail. Y'all already know that. Y'all is done. it's done. Like that jail cells already. Who knows? Y'all might even be in the same damn jail cell. But y'all already know. And I'm talking about physically. I ain't talking about no spiritually jail and stuff like that. Y'all probably going through that now. But I'm talking about in the physical. Y'all two motherfuckers lied on me to take my son. But then again, people might be, and this is what it's going to be. They going to jail regardless. And I don't want to say this. I'm about to say the H word, HATE. I don't like saying the word. I spell the word, and that is a word in my name, HATE. Um, I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it. I would like to take a poll on like people thoughts, like y'all thoughts and opinions on should my, and I'm talking about my Jonathan Lamont Neal, that's my oldest two children's dad, and Melvin Raymond Brown the second, them two. I want to take a poll on should they go to jail, but my thing is they going regardless. I don't care a f what y'all say. But in a way, I'm like curious. So I'm just like, I don't want to be like, yeah, what do y'all think? I'm taking a poll, but then not really caring what what the poll end up in. Like, ain't that how the elections be anyway? Like everything is already done. Everything already know who's gonna win, the outcome of it all. They just trying to get people input and get y'all signatures, get y'all ideas, get y'all out and about in the crowds and the polls, knowing that it's already done. Like what time is it? 2:48. Knowing that it's already you know what I mean. Knowing that the decision is already made on the outcome. So my decision for them is already made. Like the what these niggas done put me through, what they putting my children through, still now to this day, I don't fucking care if they was on the spell work by these bitches or not. I don't fucking care. Like nigga, you not that strong to say fuck you B. Like you just made me go. You just made Demitra. You just made me an enemy of Demitra, of my son's mom, when she ain't do shit to me or to you. Now I'm on her bad side, and I put myself on her bad side when we was cool. But bitch, once you got into my life and you start causing me and her to go through some shit just to make you happy, it's like now she don't even like me. She don't trust me. She don't give a f about me because of your ass. So that's why I'm like, niggas, I don't fucking care if it was spell work, if it was that pussy magic. I don't care. You know how many years it's been, and y'all niggas haven't even came to apologize, to even sit down and be like, you know what, D, I need to tell you something. I'm so sorry. Like, admit the truth. Admit, that is a word in my name. ADMIT. Admit. Admit what you did. Like, and to me, I'm curious. I'm curious to know why y'all motherfuckers did this. Like, I kind of know because, like, things happen for a reason and I gotta be positive. And that's another thing. They might be like, well, hey, Demitra, if we didn't lie on you, if we didn't take our sons from you, then you wouldn't even have the time to yourself. You would be like still working and still, everything would have been copacetic and you still would have been in your son's life. We would have had an agreement for custody. Like everything would have been fine. Visitation or just whatever. You wouldn't even been focusing on you because you would be at work, working, working, working. So technically, Demetra, you need to be thanking us because we had you go through a dark night of the soul. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you signed off for the dark night of the soul. I don't care. And even now, my thing is now, and then one of the motherfuckers got me on child support. I'm like, the same motherfucker when I was pregnant who didn't want me to keep the child, Melvin, who didn't want me to keep the baby, who I had to block his ass because I kid you not, every like 30, 45 minutes to an hour, termination, he was saying the AB word. I don't want to say that word, but he was saying, so I'm saying termination. He was saying the other word. But I had to look at my phone getting a text from him every time, like, get it done, get it done. I don't want no baby, get it done. I don't want no baby by you. You're going to ruin my life. You messing up my life. How you going to do this to me? yada yada, So I'm like, let me block this motherfucker. 'Cause I don't want to see this shit. I don't want to like, nigga. Like I'm keeping my baby. You don't gotta be involved in it. Like you don't gotta be involved in my child's life. Block this nigga ass. And then a couple of weeks later, I unblocked them and yada yada yada. But throughout the pregnancy, we wasn't together because I'm like, and I'm a firm believer of how someone. This is me anyway. I'm a firm believer of how somebody treat me while I'm pregnant with your child shows a lot, says a lot. Like that's something that's a special moment for both parents and for the baby. And that baby feels everything that the mother is going through. So nigga, for you, I don't even, man, because I'm about to start crying again. It's been a time when I was pregnant with my son Melvin, and I cried in the bathroom. Like it was around August time too. Like it was sunny outside. It was summertime, nice. During the summertime, you have fun. You just happy. Like the sun out. The man, and I was pregnant with my son Melvin, and man, I don't know. It just hit me like it just hit me with this pregnancy thing. Like oh my goodness, why I went to the bathroom and I was just crying. I was just crying and crying and crying in the bathroom stall. I wasn't like loud crying. At least I didn't think that I was loud crying. What would you like, Eleanor? Oh my goodness. Huh, here go one sheet of paper. You just be writing all on my paper. So I don't think that I was loud crying, but I was like crying, in the bathroom stall, in the females, bathroom. So I don't know. I was crying about just the whole like maybe situation or whatever. So when I was like, damn, this dude don't even want the baby, and I don't know. It was during the summertime though, so I was like halfway through the pregnancy. But I wasn't happy during the summertime, and I'm like, the summertime supposed to be happy. That's my time, summertime, and I wasn't happy. I was crying. So went to the bathroom and I'm crying and yada yada yada. So I was like, God is my baby daddy. Like whatever my child needs, my child will get. So like my child will be well taken care of. Even if this mother effer do not want to be in his life, F him, my child will be taken care of. So I'm crying, sitting on the toilet, like got the tissue and stuff, on the toilet. So I'm like, and then a lady came knocking on the stall on the door. I don't even know who this lady is, who this lady was. She came knocking on the door and she was like, sweetheart, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And I didn't, like, I'm in my mind, like, was I crying loud? Was I like, like, what? And so I'm just like, oh, goodness. So I was finished crying at that time. So, but then I waited to make sure, like, I ain't see nobody else or hear nobody else in the bathroom because I'm like, I want to make sure that that lady out. I don't know who she was. But like she was just like, "Are you okay?" Like she really, that voice was like a concerned kind of a voice, and I'm quite sure if I would have got out the bathroom and like told her, I'm quite sure like I would break down. I would have broke down because she would have just motivated me. But I didn't do that. But I'm quite sure just hearing her voice and probably when she probably left out the bathroom, she probably was praying for me. Like I don't know who that girl in that stall is, but Lord, you know, please protect her, whatever she's crying about. Okay, Eleanor, time to go in the living room. Thank you. So I'm like, in a sense, what in the world? Okay. Okay, let's go.
No.
Ooh.
Yeah, oh no. Oh, yeah, oh no.
Yeah, that's Eleanor. Let's go. 1, 2, and 3. I get my pen back. Thank you. Thank you. messy. Got some holes in the pants. Oh my goodness. Every time I get up and sit down, the leakage. But yeah, let me get off here because it's almost an hour. And yeah, I need to charge my phone up. And it is going on 3 o'clock. Well, 2:59, 3 o'clock. So, um, what was it? Yeah, so I don't even know how I got on. Just know, I mean, I'm good. That pregnancy was like, so yeah, I started off talking about rebirth, birth, and all that kinds of good stuff. Death is in my name. So a rebirth, a death, birth. But again, take the, we don't gotta have the B. You know, we don't gotta have the D be a B. That's fine. But the word death is in my name. So the word rebirth, meaning you had to be alive before, you had to be birthed before, but then you died and you came back to life. So a rebirth, so you have to have that death. You have to have that, I guess, what is it called? That spiritual death, and then come back to life. So yeah. So I'm just like, I'm embracing all the words in my name, even HATE. I still am going to be spelling that. I'm still going to spell that word HATE because I'm not saying it. My words, man, I'm not saying that. That's why I'm like, if I were to say that to somebody, that's like, you're done. You're done. That's why these motherfuckers, I don't think about them because I know if I think about them and I say that word, like, ooh, HAT, yada, 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 like the universe would be like, oh, say less. We'll let you know. We'll let you know when it's done. Say less. So, anyways, that's all I'm gonna say on that one. One of the last words I'm gonna say today is media. MEDIA. Media is a word that is in my name. Media. So get ready for that. The news, broadcast systems, worldwide news, breaking news. Extra, extra, read all about it, hear all about it, ballot, hear all about it, social media, all that good stuff. Keep a lookout. Media, worldwide breaking news, Vatican, Freemasonry, Illuminati, Scottish Rite, Knights Templar, all over the world. Okay? The news is ready for me. Media. All right, that's it. Bye.